Hi guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How you doing, Pisces? This is not a date or time specific reading, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. You can be here as a cross watcher for a Pisces. Sometimes the messages come through more for you than they are about your person, but always in connection with them. So that's what I mean when I say you may need to flip the energies around. It may be more your reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. And I do like to let you know if something major is happening in the cosmos. We have a couple things. Venus is turning retrograde on the 22nd at 28 degrees of Leo, and she'll stay at 28 degrees for a while. And then physically move, but she literally stations, meaning she turns around, although she's not moving. This is, of course, from our perspective here on Earth. And we have the perfection of the Cardinal Grand Cross, which I devoted some time to in the New Moon in Cancer reading I did the other day. And that occurs on the 21st. Also, everything that's happening in that Grand Cross is happening at 29 degrees. So we have the sun opposite Pluto. I know, major turning points, people. Buckle up. And the nodes of the moon at 29 degrees of Aries and Libra. And they just changed signs. So all of our eclipses will be in Aries and Libra going forward. So yeah, big turning point energy. Okay, so let me activate the reading. I'm pulling from Prairie Majesty Oracle. We're going to get a word, a totem, and something to ponder. Ooh, your word is nest. Oh my gosh, this is so great. The deer mouse is your totem, and your question to ponder is would more tenderness help? Yeah, little nesting here. Would more tenderness help? Tenderness is a Pisces word for sure. So whatever you're going through, experiencing, or that's going on around you in your connections, little comfort, little nest energy, little tenderness could go a long way. Okay, so I'm going to pull the spread, give you my impressions, and then we'll clarify. So 5 of Cups, what's crossing you? 7 of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Moon. Yeah, definitely needing a little tenderness here, Pisces. Oh my goodness. So, got a couple things going on here. So I'm going to start with this 5 of Cups. It's kind of coming through almost as if you've been focused on something from the past for quite some time. The 7 of Pentacles is what's crossing you. And I feel like you've been focused on something that feels disappointing, or it's just heavy in your heart. I'm not seeing anything major, but it just feels like nothing has changed in a long time. You've been patient, you've been waiting, but there's just sort of, you're tethered to your own personal rain cloud here. And it just feels like it's going on ad nauseum. In your unconscious awareness, it may have to do with the unavailability of this person that you're dealing with. Wondering if they'll ever come to claim the love, the connection, the energy that you share. But it feels to me like this King of Wands is coming through reversed. It is someone you have a lot of passion for, chemistry with, feelings around, right? There's good energy between you, but I feel like there's something that feels like it's been lost to you. Though you've been waiting for some kind of action, I don't think it has come through. In the past, we have the Moon. That's one of your cards, Pisces. Some apprehensions maybe being triggered or some fears rising to the surface. The not knowing of it all can be very triggering. And here in your conscious awareness, the 8 of Cups, and it feels to me like this is the point you're at. You're feeling this North Node shift into Aries, like, I can't wait anymore. I have to move forward. I have to continue on my journey. And I love this in a way because the 8 of Cups, sure, can it be leaving something behind? Absolutely. Can it be walking away? Absolutely. But it can also be moving forward on your path, taking everything you've gained to this point, you know, holding it in your heart. This is Cups, so it's your feelings, it's your emotions, it's where the tenderness is, everything up to this point, but continuing on your path, because holding yourself back isn't going to work anymore. That is the North Node, South Node shift. So then in the near future, we've got the Magician, something that you feel more empowered to bring about, or more aware that you've been in the process of manifesting something, and now that you've sort of liberated yourself to some degree, that's kind of how this is coming through. Maybe you're a little melancholy that you've waited this long and nothing has materialized, and just as you say, well, I'm going to move forward, then it's not about ending anything. It's just about your life cannot stay on hold. And something kind of you become aware of something that you maybe set an intention for in the past, that you were maybe fearful would not materialize, and it may be coming in, because Spirit's message to you is all about that, is about divine timing and order, and is also about, you know, the blessings that are unfolding, the greater plan that exists behind the scenes. So it's very optimistic. In the hidden energies for your person, we've got the Ace of Swords. Now that could be coming in as their awareness, right? They all of a sudden, our unavailable person here gets a clue, sees something, has a moment of insight, and look, going forward, 10 of Pentacles. So I'm going to hold on my interpretation of that at this moment, because it's just, to me, pointing to the future in a general sense. And I don't want to put too much on it. But I definitely feel like there's been something you've been holding out a little hope for. I don't see the star, but I kind of feel it in the moon, like that anxious nervousness when we're waiting for something, right? Not really the fear of it, but the anxiousness that we get when we're waiting for something to sort of manifest or arrive or show up energetically even. And I do feel that in this conscious frame of, well, I have to continue to move forward on my path, I've got stuff to do, then it just seems like the timing, it just all seems to flow. So let's see what the details, what the clarifiers tell us. Page of Cups, 3 of Wands. Whew, King of Swords. King of Swords shows up in a lot of your readings. Definitely feel like there is some melancholy energy here, because see, with the 3 of Wands, it's what you've been waiting for, like waiting for this to arrive, a message, something tender, right, from your person. Underneath is the King of Swords, and I'm feeling like this person's been remote from you, not exceedingly communicative, if at all. And not because they're shutting you out, it just is coming through as part of this person's process is to just kind of do what I'm suggesting you do, focus on yourself, move forward on your path. And it feels to me like this person has had to move through something that required all their focus. So I kind of get the impression that you're coming through with a little melancholy because they haven't shown up and they haven't made themselves available and they haven't communicated, and you've been waiting just for a word, a simple word, just any little message that lets you know you're being thought of, or that they haven't forgotten you, right? I mean, that's important, that we kind of know that someone is aware of our presence on this planet, especially someone we hold so close in our heart. So let's look at the King of Wands in unconscious awareness. Page of Swords, Five of Wands. Right, what's this person dealing with? I kind of see you coming in here. This bracelet's driving me crazy. Coming in with, your curiosity. What are they up to? There's the Five of Wands. Sometimes when somebody's dealing with something, and that's what I think I was feeling from the King of Swords, is this person's been dealing with something. And it kind of required all their attention and focus. And they really have had no ability to tend to anything else, because it's been a lot of conflict. And I think you're curious to know if it's gotten resolved. For some of you, it could even be a legal matter, like a separation or a divorce or a moving out of a home, right? This is formal processes. So maybe you're curious to know, like, have they found their balance and their way out of a difficult situation, turbulent situation, chaotic, could be an upheaval. But it feels to me like at the very least you're aware this person has been going through something tense. And so you're curious to know if they have found some stasis and balance. And any kind of a resolution. Justice often brings around a resolution of unresolved situations. So that's where you are in your unconscious awareness. But in your conscious mind, there's a part of you that says, well, I've waited and I've been patient and I don't feel I'm any more clued in. So I've got to focus on my path going forward. In the past, the Moon, Queen of Swords, there's the Devil, Page of Wands. Lots of fear here. Feels like part your fear, part theirs. Certainly a lot of, like I said, your curiosity is here, but also the nervous tension, right? What might you learn? The Queen of Swords has questions. What might you learn? Is it something bigger and badder than you were even initially aware of? Page of Wands, hoping for good news, but maybe being a little worried about it. When we see the Page of Wands this close to the Devil, I do get a little flavor of, well, maybe I'm not dealing with this King of Wands. Maybe I'm dealing with somebody who didn't see me the same way I saw them, that wasn't as invested and maybe was a little bit more self-focused. And you've been sort of waiting for this king, and what you're getting is put on ice a bit. So that could be part of your fear too, but it could also be the energy of struggle that I'm seeing down here, the energy of really being trapped in a situation. And so perhaps you've been on edge in both circumstances, your own fear that you're not dealing with who you thought you were dealing with energetically, but your other concern about what's happening with them and why you haven't heard, and just really wanting some good news. So I've got a little flavor of both is what I'm trying to say. So let's see the Eight of Cups in your conscious awareness. Right? Oh my gosh. Yes, see? You recognize that you are still walking a twin flame path. You're still on this journey. It's, when we have this kind of a connection, and I try to explain this, and sometimes I don't always get it across the way I intend to. But twin flame can obviously unfold across time and space and across lifetimes. So you're now at that part of the program where you recognize that you still have to walk your part of the path. If there's mission involved, whatever your twin flame mission is about, you still have to keep moving forward, making progress. It's part of the deal. And I feel like you've been waiting for this person to catch up, and they haven't as of yet. So maybe you're a little torn about this. I'm getting a little, should I stay or should I go? But you're aware you've been like in freeze frame. You've been in a holding pattern for quite some time. And you have more unanswered questions than you have answers. So I sort of see where you're torn, and maybe stalling for time a little bit, but you're consciously aware that you can't put your life on hold waiting for this person, divine masculine, to catch up. Got it? Doesn't mean they won't. It means you're aware you have to continue to move forward. So the Magician in the near future, King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Oh my goodness. I see this sense of I almost see this as this King of Pentacles is the energy of someone who shows up for you in 3D, which is what I think you've been after. And it can be a masculine archetype of a life partner. And because we have the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel the need to say that. But I also see this sort of stuck, deer stuck in the headlights with that Eight of Swords, the overthinking, the second guessing, the self-doubt, even self-limiting beliefs about your ability to manifest this energy showing up for you in 3D. And of course, it makes sense because we all have free will. So we're not Tabitha, we're not bewitched, twitching our nose and someone appears. But we do have the ability to set intentions. We do have the ability to make choices that keep us aligned with the energy of the person that we're holding in our heart. And so I get the impression that in the future, you're going to second guess your decision to keep moving forward on your path. And it makes sense that you would have that moment because we all tend to not be so sure what this kind of a connection is really about. And there's not a handbook. I mean, I know you can buy books, but it didn't come with a manual, so to speak. So it unfolds differently for each set of twins. But I feel like I'm seeing your awareness that you still have a path to walk. And while you may feel torn about it now, and get caught up in a self-defeating cycle of, screwing with your mind, right? Letting your mind play tricks on you. You may get stuck in that for a little while. I still feel you have this amazing sense of your gifts, of your abilities, that you have all the tools you need to bring about your desired outcome if you just don't let the old messages come in and disrupt what you've set in motion. So it does require some trust. It does require you dropping into your heart chakra and feeling your way through instead of thinking your way through, if that makes sense. And Spirit's speaking to you about there's a greater plan. So let's see what that message is. Don't give up now, man. Do not give up now. You have got this triumphant homecoming on its way to you. So that's what you're clearing the path for. That's why you're moving forward energetically, because I'm seeing with the double hit of the Wheel of Fortune, it's blessings, expansion. Well, obviously good luck with the Wheel of Fortune, but it's also about, something that's fated and that's destined to unfold. This person is destined to return. There's destined to be this moment of coming together, the joy, the exhilaration, reconciliation for those of you who require that, if you can just tough it out a little longer. Now, notice you're not being told to wait. You're being told to persevere. It's a very different animal. You've done the waiting. You've done the hard part. You've been patient. You've planted the seeds of intention. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is about. And while it's disappointing, Five of Cups, that it's sort of the garden hasn't grown to the degree that you want it to, the chapter isn't over. The story isn't over. There's something that may be unfolding if you get out of your own way. Because Spirit's saying, don't give up. What you've been calling out for, what you've been calling to you, where is it? Yeah, Three of Wands, what you've been anticipating the arrival of is unfolding. Now again, not seeing the how it unfolds, but knowing that it is should bring some measure of comfort that you're doing the right thing by continuing to move forward on your path. Now, what I mean by that is, should this person arrive, what I try to help people see is when you finally catch up with each other, there has to be some evolution on both your part. Because if they arrive and you're no more changed than you were the last time you saw, and they have evolved somewhat, there's then an energetic mismatch. That's all I'm trying to say. So I feel like the moving forward on your path isn't the letting the connection go. It's the, I'm not going to focus on the timing. I'm going to keep moving forward. And Spirit's saying, yes, exactly that. Persevere, don't give up, but keep moving forward because something is about to arrive. So let's see this Ace of Swords. Wow. Well, I love to see this in the hidden energies. We've got the Queen of Pentacles to the King. So there you are, couple in 3D. I like that. I like the King and Queen of Pentacles. Our Hierophant here does speak to our higher selves. It speaks to conventional committed relationships, the vows we make and take. And I feel like this person is having some aha moments, some epiphanies about what does a real commitment look like, and what would someone that I would want to invest that kind of time with, what would they be like, right? What are their strengths? How do they operate in the world? And what they're seeing in their mind's eye, what they're seeing and getting some awareness of is, yeah, I want someone I can count on. I want someone I can count on. I want someone that's pretty grounded, together, independent, soft place to land, but, tough as a rock, resilient, Queen of Pentacles. And underneath I have this Seven of Wands. And what's coming through for me right now is not really resistance. It's like, yeah, that's what I want. I see that now. It's what I want. So it's almost like energetically, in their own unconscious awareness, they're starting to take a stand for what they desire and deserve. And it's becoming very clear to them. And so when you finally catch up with this person, it may not take them very long to let you know how they see you. When it comes to the future, which is where we're headed next. 10 of Pentacles. Yes. I know, like a miracle. Past life soulmates, forging a path together into the future. This person is becoming enlightened to that awareness right now. You're not really giving up. Spirit's telling you, don't do that. You're just realizing, I have to stop putting everything on hold. I have to move forward. I can't really, drive myself, literally into an unhealthy way of being by being overly concerned about what's happening with this person. I have to be concerned about what's happening with me. I have to keep moving forward. And I think that even though you may be a little torn about that, exhaustion on some level is setting in here. You've been waiting, that moon energy. Yeah, we can have nervous tension, but if it gives way to lots of prolonged anxiety and worry, not great. So I do feel like you're curious enough about what's going on with them, but you've also got this awareness that the time is now for you to focus on yourself. You will have to be cautious and careful about getting too overly analytical about it. And trust that everything you've been trying to manifest is unfolding. Spirit's telling you that it is, showing you that it is fate and destiny unfolding at this time. Your person's becoming aware of what it is they desire and starting to take a stand. It's like rising up into the solar plexus like a fire in the belly. And then there it is. Wish granted, dream come true. And with the Death card underneath, it represents total change, growth, change, transformation. And everything heretofore that has been unsettled or unsteady or unresolved sort of falls, to the cutting room floor. There's something being released is what I'm trying to say. And it represents a big sense of growth, change, and transformation, not just for you as individuals, but for the connection going forward. So I see the Death card in a positive light. And because it's under the deck, it's kind of what happens behind the scenes. It's the letting go that propels things forward. And so I see this beautiful outcome. I kind of see this person almost surprising you a bit, even though I don't see surprise cards. I'm feeling like the change is dramatic, which is why I'm feeling this star a little bit in a miracle sense. So keep doing what you're doing. I love this reading. And I am really curious to know what's going on here with our Emperor, King of Swords, King of Wands person. So King of Pentacles too. Almost all the kings are here. The king that's missing, King of Cups. So hopefully that will show up in the extended, and then we'll have all our kings. And just so you know, I'm going to give you the astrology now, but there is a link in the first sentence of the description box that will take you to the extended. And that's going to be all from this person's point of view, their present energy, or what they're focused on, how they see the situation right now, how they see you, think about you, or feel about you, their intentions toward you, or the connection going forward. And I'll close out with some more oracles. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in our Page of Cups. King of Swords is Aquarius. King of Wands is Leo. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Libra in the Justice card. The moon is Pisces. We have more Libra, a lot of Libra in this reading. For the Queen of Swords, the Devil is Capricorn. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Our Emperor here is Aries. We have the Magician out twice. That's Mercury, which rules Virgo and Gemini. King of Pentacles is Taurus. The Wheel of Fortune. Brain cramp. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. That's out twice. Hierophant is more Taurus. Queen of Pentacles, more Capricorn. Remember, we got Pluto in Capricorn right now, so lots of energy around Capricorn. The Star is more Aquarius, and the Death card is Scorpio. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Really beautiful. The link to the extended is below. I'm going to head there right now. See you in a second. Bye for now.